Naam, mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu tena katika video nyingine katika channel yangu ya Rogers Kakasungura popote ulipo. Nashukuru sana kwa wale mnaendelea kutupiga jeki. Naona kwamba tunazidi kusonga mbio sana na ninaamini kwamba in the next like 1 week tutakuwa mbali sana. Keep subscribing, keep watching and keep sharing my content. Kama content yangu inakupendeza tafadhali, na kama una watch na hauja subscribe, bonyeza hiko kidude hapo chini kimeandikwa subscribe, tusonge kwa pamoja. Now, as always say, nataka nizungumzie siasa za Kenya za mwaka huu wa 2022. Kuna jina ambalo limekuwa likizungumzwa na wananchi pamoja na wanasiasa tajika hapa nchini Kenya. Inaitwa deep state ama ukipenda system. Unajua Kenya hii, my friend, kuna watu ambao wameshikilia uchumi wa taifa. Yaani wakiamuka leo waseme kwamba hakuna mafuta ya petroli Kenya, ni hivyo tu na hakuna kitu utafanya. Wakiamuka leo waseme hakuna mahindi Kenya, ni hivyo tu na hakuna kitu utafanya. There's nothing you can do. Wakiamuka leo waseme kwamba mafuta yanafika shilingi 200 per liter, itafika na hakuna kitu utafanya. They will create a crisis and there is nothing you will do. They are called the system. The people who control the Kenyan economy. You know, it's an organized how can I call it? It's an organized government, you know. It's an organized small government. The people who control the economy of Kenya. The people who fund governments. The people who fund campaigns. Ndio unasikia wanasema the Mount Kenya Tycoon, the Mount Kenya Foundation. You know, such people ni watu ambao wako na pesa, my friend. Ni watu ambao wamechukua mizizi katika serikali. You know, it's a governance made up of very powerful secretful people who have potential in influencing governments. It's an organized small group of people, a small group of people who control governance. And wanaitwa system. Na ukiona Kenya, you know, if you look at the politics of Kenya right now, the system, the deep state, the tycoons, the foundations who have been having boardroom meetings, you know, they don't appear. You see, these guys, I was researching somewhere and I came to know it's a secret group of people, individuals operating behind the scenes, but very powerful. Wakipiga simu wakiambia president, my friend, today you have to do this, they threaten, lazima ufanye, and there is nothing you can do. Those people are there in governments, you know. They work behind the scenes. They are not seen in public. You can't even know their names. But they have a say. They can control. They can influence. And at some point, they can make decisions in government. This is the sad truth. And you know, these people in Kenya, they have taken root. They control governments. Very strong, very powerful people. Now, these people are called the system. They do not want the Deputy President, Dr. William Ruto. They don't want him. That's why, you see, these guys have ganged up around Raila Odinga. The reason and the motive, I'll tell you later, not now. But today, let's focus on who these people are. Have you asked yourself the recent changes in the IEBC? Have you asked yourself? There have been recent changes in the IEBC. I don't know if you are aware. You know, how Ruto will miss this thing is well choreographed, is well planned. The wise say, or the Englishmen say, it's a well calculated, meticulous move. It's planned right away from IEBC up to the executive itself. We have Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i as the Minister for Interior in Kenya. And you know what that means, you know? You know what it means? You've been in this Kenya and you understand what I'm saying. We have Karanja Kibicho as the PS, Permanent Secretary for Interior. Karanja Kibicho is not new to you. You know what he does, and you know what he can do, and you know his powers, and you know who he supports. Yeah? Recently, the Communication Authority of Kenya, that is responsible in monitoring and servicing the kits that are used to vote digitally, did some changes. And you know who was the Director General? Ezra Chelaba. I think you're not new to Kenya. You know who is Ezra Chelaba. You understand him very well. You understand Ezra Chelaba. You understand his role in the last elections. It's not new to you. I'm just trying to open your eyes and see how systematic the system is planning itself towards the August election. I'm not saying they will reach. No, I haven't mentioned that. That is your own observation, my friend. I'm just opening up your eyes to see how the Raila presidency is more than 100% possible in August. Yes. Now, you know, Ruto is very clever at some point. He has started preparing earlier to take on the next government. How is this possible? Ruto is much concerned in having so many MCAs in elective positions and a number of members of parliament from the UDA party. Why? To make him relevant after August election, like Raila has been doing all these years. Raila has been relevant because he had strong people in parliament. That is what Ruto is doing right now in UDA. He will make sure you see so many people ditching into UDA. What they are doing is preparing a system for the opposition. Having many members of parliament, having many elected MCAs, for him to be able to control some critical decisions in parliament. In fact, I will tell you for a fact, and Ruto is watching this video in one way or another, he is much concerned in having so many members of parliament than himself winning the presidency. Ruto is much focused in having so many members of parliament from UDA than himself winning the presidency. Now, in the recent changes in the IEBC, you've had a very popular name, Crispin Otieno Wie, the Director Legal and Public Affairs. I think you know what that means. In case Ruto has a complaint after the August elections, you know, who handles that legal complaint? It's Crispin Otieno Wie. And you know what that means? Crispin Otieno. You know what that means? I don't want to go deeper. Now, in the general elections, if you are a presidential candidate, if you have a problem with the counting of votes or what, you will face this guy as the Director, Legal Affairs, and the Public. We have Michael Oma, the Director, ICT. You know what that means? I'm just opening your mind to just brush off. I'm just scratching the surface on who the system is. And the deep state, you know. Michael Ouma, you know what Ouma means, eh? This is the guy in charge of ICT in the IEBC. You know, this is the guy who will having the passwords ya server. Huyu ndio atakuwa anafungua na kuangalia how the results are streaming in. This is the guy who will be taking oh my goodness. You have Matiang'i as the Minister for Interior. You know who he supports. You have Karanja Kibijo as the PS Interior. You know who he supports. You have Crispin Otieno Wie, the Director Legal Affairs in IBC. You know what that means. You have Michael Oma, who is the ICT Director in the IEBC. You know what that means. You have Ezra Chelaba as the Director General in the Communications Authority of Kenya. You know what that means? That is not new to you. And if you haven't understood what the system means, that is what the system can do. I wish you all the best. See you in the next video. Keep subscribing.